What's up, people? Um, so sorry about the noise in the background. Um, I know it's been quite some time since I've done a reading. And honestly, I've been thinking about it for like months now. But when I when I was doing the reading, I had a feeling that it was meant to be for me at the time. Um, Almost like a pause, like let it soak first. So here we are, after all that soaking and a little bit of hermit mode, just to kind of regather my energy. My own life has been kind of switching up as I've gone along, and honestly, doing the readings has definitely helped me, and so I felt as though when I started making videos is because I wanted to help others. So here we go. I hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing great. I hope the weather is nice wherever you are, because here it don't make no sense right now. Dear Mother Nature, I need you to get it together, girl. Please, because one day it'll be freaking 70 degrees outside, and then suddenly the very next day we'll be back down to 40, and it's like whatever. Whatever. So I don't really have a title for this right now, but I guess I'll figure that out as I go along. Nor do I have much written down either, but it was a good start. So that way I can start pulling cards. Um, so I kept getting a lot of triple fours and triple six today. Whole time I was at first I was thinking about old systems that I've been trying to get, to break out of. And I recently learned that when you see the number 4, it's pretty much a sign from your higher power stating you're not doing this alone. Like, building foundations is what number 4 is about. I think it's also about practicality. But it kind of states like, whatever you're working through right now, you're not working on this by yourself. Like, there's something else, something out there that is certainly trying to put pieces together for you just as much as you are doing the work. As long as you are doing the work, that's what makes the manifestation cook. And honestly, ever since I learned that, I've been seeing those numbers so much more. 444, like everywhere, mostly on tags, plates. But I've also seen it randomly on the clock. And I use military time, so I pretty much see it twice. It'll come out with 666 at the same, or not, wait, you can't do that on the clock, but like it'll be 26, it'll be 16, and it'll make me think about 6, but I don't fucking know. I've seen that somewhere too, 666. But today I saw it on someone's tags. And the other day I was doing a math equation, and the end numbers was 0.0666, carried the fucking 7. Like, yeah. And I really hate that phrase. My brother was saying it all, well, not my brother, my cousin was saying it, and it's so stupid. Like, at this point I don't even want to move my hands in that way. Whatever, you know what I mean. Um, I don't know which one is that. I got one of my puppers in the room right now. He's slumped, big slump. I thought he was gonna come in here and play for a little bit, but honestly, all of my dogs, all four of them, are just so drawn to my space, and that could be some kind of significance for you. Animals, animals are very connected spiritually, more than humans realize, and probably much more than they realize. They know good energy when it's there. My oldest dog, my brother has had certain friends come over, certain friends, very specific, certain friends, and he'll be out. His name is Scooter. He'll be out, and the nobody's messing with the dog, but him and his friends, my brother and his friends, are just kind of sitting in the living room, chilling out, and at some point they kind of want to pet the dogs. So at this was before we had to like pretty much keep him away from other people, because we didn't know who he was okay with and who he wasn't. But at this time, I hate when it goes silent out there. Um, Sorry. We didn't know who the dog was okay with. So at this one time when he was hanging out, my brother was hanging out with his friends in the living room. They wanted to pet the puppies. Scooter came over and wanted some attention too. But the second that his friends started like petting him, he started to react. When he doesn't like something, he'll do like a loud whine. But that time it was more like I don't like how you're petting me kind of reaction. Like he somewhat nipped the kid, and that's not something he does. He doesn't do that at all. Um, my brother has friends that come over often, um, and two of them are normally like okay with the dog. Like they'll chill in the living room. Scooter won't bother anybody. Um, he did if he wants pets, he'll get up, and honestly they've been able to like pet his chin and tap him on the head and stuff like that. But because he has a skin situation going on, he doesn't like to be touched in certain spots. But his head is perfectly fine, which is where everybody sticks to pretty much, where he can see them. um, the way that he reacted was kind of strange, but it was almost like the dog knew that whatever this person was up to wasn't something he favored. And 2 months later, my brother pretty much cut that person off, like for other reasons, but I guess my dog knew something that we didn't know. um it was really interesting. It, it it struck me quite oddly, because even though he's a grumpy old dog, he's 8 years old. He is always so calm, so chill, and when he gets excited, like you can see it on him. But he doesn't. When he gets like nervous or when he doesn't like something, he starts shaking. He didn't do any of those things. It was kind of like standing his guard, like protecting maybe himself, but also knowing that something wasn't right with that person. He's done it to some of my friends too, but I mean, most of the time I don't bring my friends here. Um, so I haven't had to deal with it too much. Not to mention, if they have been in my room, then Scooter sleeps in my room with me majority of the time. So I guess If they're safe in here, then if they're cool in here, then he's cool with them being in here. It's interesting, but I guess dogs really do have a personality. It's really crazy. It's really insane. Anyways, anywho's, um, dogs, um, squirrels, butterflies. If you have a certain color butterfly that you've been seeing quite often, look up what that color means and look up, the significance of butterflies as well. It's amazing, but uh, every year there is this one single butterfly flying around my house, and I always wonder whether it's an ancestor or a guide, somebody just watching over, somebody letting me know that, um, you know, they're there. Sometimes I even try to do a little bit of a reading on it, just to figure out like what exactly is it meant to be telling me, and it always comes when either my energy is at its brightest, like when I'm actually feeling really good about what's going on, or when I actually feel like super freaking tired and I don't like to say it this way, but feeling like I'm ready to give up, suddenly that butterfly comes around and I'm just like, I gotta keep going. I know it's tough sometimes, and saying those words don't always feel as strong as you want them to, but truth be told, the signs, they really mean something when you trust the process. So this is me saying, hola, trust the process. Muy bueno. But okay. Uh, with all of that combined, what I've been kind of seeing right now is, I got this card called the Balancing Act. This is from my Enchanted Maps Oracle cards. Um, I'll try to find them and put them in the description. Um, but basically, if you can see right here, there is, show them. There you go. So there is somebody standing on some kind of pedestal here, and holding a string that's kind of balancing a ship. Um, when I saw this card, it made me think about, the number 4 again, and having those angels kind of guide you along your way. And that it might seem kind of like wobbly at the moment, but like life might seem a little rough, but you'd be surprised at what can actually happen. 333 on my clock. What can happen when you just give yourself some time to pause, to recollect yourself, pretty much. um I saw this card and it made me think like, all these, like, I'm putting all of these pieces together right now, parts and pieces together, doing maintenance on my own ship, so that way when it is finally time to have that forward momentum, which I, right here, it seems like, the second she flips that string upwards, it's like go time. Like it'll feel like there is no slowing down, but it'll also be, I think those are hearts. It'll also be very blissful, a good sign. Very happy moments coming in next is what I'm getting with their little hearts, pretty much. Um, you might feel like you're doing this all on your own, kind of, sorta, at this moment. Like you have to run the entire freaking show, but this card is actually was in reverse, and these oracle cards have a reverse side, so I looked it up. And basically, it may seem like that right now, like you have to take care of all of these things at one time, like it's on you for all of it. But truth be told, like I said with the number 4 again, you've got things working out in the background that you don't even realize are even freaking happening for you, all to create this positive outcome that you've been, you know, trying to build for yourself. So as long as you've been doing the work, you can definitely believe that there is something out there trying to fulfill your destiny, fulfill this fate that you've created for yourself. And those people, if you can see here, they're surrounded by water right there. And then with the ship too, it all came together for me for a second. Basically 555. I get that the people that are meant to be in your life may not be here, like next to you, because they are working on their own magic, like they're doing their own work, so that way when they are ready to invite people into their life just as much as you, it'll, like a puzzle, it'll all just kind of fit together. Your soul tribe is meant to fulfill all those things that you thought were almost impossible, like the types of love that you can get from these strangers, um, compared to your own actual people, is absolutely immaculate. But with this, with that, I got that, like, for in some way they're probably, you have to travel to see them, to meet them, or you'll meet them on your travels. And with the water stuff here, I got that this is possibly something that, you know, might be in other countries or somewhere else, or maybe even just on the water, maybe like a boat trip, or anything related to just kind of the aquatic uh joys. I'll say it that way, whatever. um Maybe this could also be related to water signs as well. So this reading might be very relative to, like, how your, like, your emotions, and what exactly you, what you're manifesting, pretty much from the heart, rather than it being like grind, 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 which is giving me more of like a fire kind of vibe, um, or earth signs even, because they're very big on making shit happen. Um, Yesterday was a full moon, and I wanted to do this reading. Well, not this reading, but I wanted to do a reading yesterday. But I didn't end up doing anything. Honestly, I felt like I needed to rest myself. So I guess I'm still kind of feeling that energy going on. Sorry. The people in my house are really loud, so when it gets quiet, it just throws me for a loop sometimes. Bear with me. But yeah, that full moon energy is still kind of going on, even though I guess technically the moon is waning at this point. It still looks like a full fucking moon. I don't think that the full moon's energy lasts only one day. I think that it lasts, like, pretty much during the time frame that the moon is still glowing. The doorbell? I didn't even know that thing works still. But that was confirmation, dead ass. Like, the full moon energy runs all the way up until the new moon. Until you can't see the moon anymore, pretty much. Whereas the new moon is the complete opposite. You you only have that very first day, that one day where you don't see the moon whatsoever. So it's like the energy kind of shifts. So going into this, you don't have to do this by yourself, and you'll be meeting your tribe, pretty much like in the meantime. In the meantime, what's happening before you meet your tribe? This balancing act here, like being at a halt, being at a pause, is really almost like a bit of a test. Jeez Louise. It's almost like a test. It's a work in progress. I heard a breeding ground. So like what you're working on for yourself is something that needs to be protected, or like more concealed, or whatever you want to call it, like valued with the Nine of Wands. Like it's something that you're supposed to kind of hold closely, because there seems to be a lot of chatter, a lot of talk about what's going on. But a lot of people can see that there is some kind of like forward motion going on, this little ladder over here. With this is the Three of Diamonds, is also the Three of Swords technically. With this, it seems like certain people would do whatever they possibly could, whatever they can do to like make you doubt that you're getting anywhere. Like, so here you see like plants and stuff like that, but it's almost like they're trying to like block the window with the plants, so that way you don't see that elevation that you're actually doing. 2 2 2 3 is what I see. But I mean, Three of Swords, that means, bitch, you got a sword. You know how to use your big ass brain, and you know what to do to be able to chop down whatever plants seem to be in your way. Sure, we love nature, but nature can't be in can't block my fucking path. I'ma chop that shit down so I can keep going. And trust and believe, I'm gonna find that little sapling and put it right back in the ground. In the ground. But yeah, I get that there's three people here that are really like butthurt by what's going on. And they wish that you would just like tell them something, but since you don't tell them anything, they've all got these like delusions, rumors about what exactly you're doing, what's going on in your life. It's mysterious, very mysterious. But you're kind of keeping all of this stuff to yourself. And I feel like that's like the most important thing to do right now. So even though you feel like you're doing it by yourself, it's because your surroundings are actually trying to absorb whatever's going on for you. 10 of Wands here. Basically, like, they're trying to take whatever they can. But you've got other things on your plate that you're already worried about, like that you're all, I guess I wouldn't say worried, more like taking care of. But they want to make themselves a priority in your life. And like I said before, it's almost like it's just trying to blind you, like trying to make you realize, like trying to make you like ignore what's important to you, which is not okay. Because like, if they're supposed to be people that want you in their life? Why exactly would they want to abuse, I guess technically you, even if it's like spiritually, like energetically, um, just so that they can know what's going on? Like, the point of being around is to build trust and, to show how much you care about somebody. But it seems like this ain't about caring at all. Almost, I'm like, this feels very, feels like it's related to emotional intelligence. And that's something that these people really don't seem to value. Like, relationships, yes, but it's more like they get something out of it, not that it's a mutual understanding of one another. You're dealing with some real, you might be dealing with some real BS. Yeah, you know what I mean. When it comes to people, and that could also be another reason why you've kind of been set aside. Like, God has put you in this situation, this moment, so that way you can actually regather what was taken from you to begin with. My foot just got a little tingle, so I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. I got the Queen of Pentacles here. Now this is definitely you. The Queen. Shit, I'm even in my head, I'm seeing the King of Swords as well. Or shit, not the King of Swords. Fuck the King of Swords. I'm sorry, we love the King of Swords. He's so smart. The King of Wands. So, I'm sorry. Um, we love the King of Swords. We love the King of Swords. Just he got a mind of his own, and sometimes it's a lot to handle, so I gotta be prepared when I meet that nigga. Have mercy. Ooh, ooh, I'm sorry, baby. My cards. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. I didn't think you was gonna do all that, bruh. Was that a good nap? I love how y'all can fall asleep so fast. You wanna pass some of that over here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You sleep like a cat. He over here, his head turned one way and his arms turned the other. It's like, okay. I can't say nothing. I kind of sleep funny myself. But so with the King of Pentacles here, yes, hi Bubby. The Queen of Pentacles here. I'm you being the Queen of Pentacles, you already know, like, you have everything planned out for yourself that you want to make happen. But it seems like you're just so focused on making it happen that you don't really give yourself enough time to have any fun right now. Like, it seems like your brain has just been kind of overflowing with step by step, trying to make sure that it's all working out the way that, in the best ways that you can make that happen. Like, you probably actually have a goal. Maybe you've created a vision board. Maybe you've ended up going back to school, and so now you're trying to progress on figuring out what you need to do from there. Maybe you've just had a baby. Maybe you just celebrated an anniversary, and or I'm sorry, not an anniversary, like redid your vows or something like that. So now it's time to like look forward into that, making sure that you can like really stand on those things, make them happen, and keep your word about what you feel for yourself about the situation. Ooh, my leg is falling asleep. Ooh, oh, that felt good. can't get that side. Usually when I do one side, it's like all the cracks come out on one side, but I like doing both sides, and I can't get this side right now. Cause my ass tense. But as we continue. No. I'm fine. I'm good. I know. Who the hell was that? That's just my alternate. That's just my ego. Ooh, excuse me more. Okay. Okay. What the hell is that? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. What the hell have I been talking about for 30 minutes? So, sorry. I am getting that you should definitely continue to build and defend your progress, defend what you've made for yourself, because somehow, some way, these other people are going to kind of try to like overflow your feelings. Like they're gonna make they want to. Ugh, I hate that word, but I'm getting that in some way. They hope that you crash out. They hope that everything just falls apart right in front of you. And it seems like they're actually trying to make some kind of plan. But what they don't realize is that the spirit realm or the universe also has a plan. And there is absolutely nothing that will stop God, the universe, from making what they want to happen. So these people are probably going to end up falling for their own trick. These are two, what are they, beavers, yeah? And they're standing in the middle of the water on these sticks here, about to put that last one in. So that last one in their hand, that's the plan that they've got set. Now, who knows if they've been removing that stick, if they're removing that stick, or if they're adding it. But, I mean, obviously a beaver is supposed to add the stick, right, to build the dam. But what I'm understanding here is that the universe is working out in your favor, no matter what these people are trying to do. And if they're not fucking careful about who they're messing with, it's going to end up in both of them falling right into their own trap and, hitting that water pretty hard because when a stream flows, it fucking flows. Confirmation. When a stream flows, it flows. And sometimes it's pretty hard to get back out of it once it started. I got 3, 2, 1 up there. So universe is definitely doing what they can to provide you with the tools you need. Like they're trying to build this solid ground, and then I got the Queen of Swords here. They're trying to build this solid ground, and it seems like all of this stuff is being uploaded to you. Like you go to sleep one day and you wake up and you're like, that would be a good idea. Or you see something in your dream and suddenly you like, what exactly does that mean? Like it could be something that you hadn't even like noticed or like haven't been a part of in who knows how freaking long. But but it basically it's like you're waking up and you suddenly have like more knowledge, more of understanding about your own next steps. And it seems like there's this kind of like duality, almost like your soul is speaking from within you and projecting it outwards to the mind, to the brain. Now, look, the brain obviously can't. Well, I guess you use your eyes to see with the brain, But the brain can't technically see anything. It kind of responds to feelings, to, well, physical and emotional feeling, um, and your other senses. That's how it communicates. But this one's different. This is almost like something is being transferred to the brain. Like stuff that you probably didn't think about yourself, didn't even come to mind. But suddenly this dream just seems so realistic. And you're like, yeah, maybe I should take that into consideration. Man, I can't tell you some of the freaking dreams I've been having lately. And they seem so real. How the people react in the dream, what I'm feeling like in the fucking dream. Like I would literally probably think that there was, dear God, please bless this house. But I would think that, like, something outside of me, like it's not just the dream, like something's actually like messing with me on the outside. But truth be told, like it's weird. It feels so real. So I always take that into consideration, that maybe there is something there that I needed to pay attention to, because it might have something to do with the real world, just as much as it has something to do with my own thoughts and ideas. So the Ten of Swords here, yeah, wow, wow. I didn't think about it until I picked it up, but that's because the card looks different. So when I was talking about that Seven of Wands, ooh, and the Seven of Cups here too. So, shabam, shabuya. So right here, those two little beavers thinking that they can get away with some bullshit, don't realize that there is always a flip side. There's always a consequence that comes with every action that you make. Consequences don't always have to be bad, but it's certainly not good in this situation. It almost seems here, the Ten of Swords is like being stabbed in the back, being betrayed, like grieving over something, something being destroyed. This could also, right here, it seems like it's about a lifestyle. So like, the way that you thought things were gonna go are suddenly like taking a little bit of a Yui, and you're headed back, and whoever is doing whatever they're doing is heading backwards instead of forwards. In the Seven of Cups here, which is just, oh, this is right side up. The Seven of Cups here, whatever they were doing, they were kind of trying to make shit happen themselves. And the gifts that they thought they were receiving, the information or the knowledge, the tools that they were getting, saying that what they were doing was, quote, right, could have also been a bit of a test for them, just as much like actual, like, like the universe literally saying, like, I want to know what you think the right choice is. So I'm going to give you a whole lot of them to see if, you're going to be selfish or stubborn, or if you're actually going to make some good choices that value yourself. Because why? They don't need to be fucking worried about you. It don't make sense why they over here in your business. Oh, confirmation. So, as you're getting these downloads, you'll realize that, what is that? Page of blah, 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 cups. I do actually have a regular deck of cards that I use sometimes, to give me straightforward information. But I don't use them as often as I use my regular tarot cards. So I still be like, oh, 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 oh. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we'll make this a 2-part video. Um, last time I made a video, I ran out of storage, and it was because I had over 58 gigabytes or something like that, megabytes, whatever the freak you want to call it, of downloaded music on my freaking phone that was taking up all the space, all my space. So, I also think that it would help you kind of keep up with what you want to know about. So I'm gonna leave the video right here for now. Be careful wandering around these Raggedy Anns, because they certainly they're just being nosy. They just want to know what's going on. But more specifically, it may seem rough sometimes, but 444, you've got more than enough in this world that sees the good that you're putting out and wants you to continue doing what you're doing and trust the process. Don't doubt is what I kept hearing. Don't doubt the process. Don't doubt the universe. Don't doubt your God. Don't doubt your higher self. Don't doubt your future self, because your future self has already done it. They're just kind of like waiting for you to catch up, pretty much. And I believe in you. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it. I believe in you. I believe in me. You should be saying that to yourself. I believe in me. I believe in me. The universe is always working things out in my favor. I have nothing to doubt here. It might get rough sometimes, but I am certainly headed in the right direction. 444. 4141. I'll talk to y'all later. I think I'm gonna do a part 2 on this. So bear with me. This one will be out first. But if you want to know more about this current journey that you're kind of being asked to take on your own, maybe we can talk more about what your soul tribe, what exactly you all want to accomplish together in this thing called life. Maybe we can look a little bit more into that. Maybe we can look into these bimbos too, to see what exactly their motive is, so that way you know how to either burn the bush or pretty much like not even take that path, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks for chatting with me, and well, thanks for listening to me chat. But I am thinking about maybe trying out TikTok live and stuff like that, or I know you can also do it on YouTube, so maybe I'll do like a stream or something, and we can talk a little bit more about some of the things that have kind of run through us as we've listened to these videos, like other questions that we have relating to the topics we've talked about. So I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.